Stacking like a motherfucker. Macking like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker. Sorry. I'm singing this song. I'm sorry. Let's get an answer for you today. Okay. I say answer only because when I read this book and what it's for, that's what it says. It says you're supposed to ask a question and answer it, but we go against the book rules here, bitch. I thought you already knew that. Oh. Maybe this is a sign for you? To not follow the rules? Oh. I could read at the middle of the page if I wanted to. Ooh. Own your power. Oh, and then there's a cheetah on here. With a third eye. With a portal right in the middle of it. Like, it looks like it's cut in half, but it's like, there's like a portal. This actually looks pretty dope, I'm not even gonna lie. I love you, Kim. I love you. If you come in here, I love you. I love you, Enchanted. This is on page 285. That's page 15. That adds up to 6. That stands for success, victories, wins, help, security, giving and receiving. 6s mean for a lot of things. 6s and 9s could be significant as well. Let's go ahead and get you a message. Alright. We're going to go ahead and be using this deck today. I love you guys. Good morning, Mommy. How are you? How are you? Good morning. I hope you have a bombastic day. I hope you have a bombastic day, and please, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Yes, correct me. Correct me. Right? I like that. Come on, let's go. Spirit. Look at this. What are we on? 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands, this is like getting shit done. Hauling ass. Hauling crap. You know? Feeling like you got crap that needs to be done. Okay, this is what I'm picking up on here. I'm getting crap that needs to get done. Maybe you've been getting crap done. This is what I'm getting here. I don't know why I'm labeling it as crap. Alright, you're labeling it as that. It's crud. It's stuff you're like, ugh. It's literally, ugh. You've been, ugh, to get to this. Thank you, Travis. Thank you for the sticker. Okay. Let's get into the spirit. They wanted me, yeah, we're going to keep that one out. They wanted me to read this one. Let's go ahead and read this one. Because this deck has different meanings. This has places in the world. Okay. This is Naples, Italy. Or Naples, Italy. I could be saying that wrong. Naples, Italy. It could definitely be that one. Let's go ahead and read about the story behind that one. How about that? That is the 10 of Wands. And this is people dancing. So, right, that doesn't make sense, right? How is there people dancing? But the 10 of Wands is somebody hauling a lot of crap. Okay? That's what the 10 of Wands is. That is burdens. That is baggage. Right? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Uno momento, darling. Uno momento. Shit, it just went right to there. That's on page 47. You could be seeing the number 11 a lot. This could even be around your community. Right? Because we have a community of people right here. This could be around your community. The people that you're around. The people that you're attached to. Okay? This could even just your family in general. This could be around connections as well. The 10 of Wands resonates with the vibrant spirit energy of Naples. Especially through the lively Tarantella. A folk dance dating back to the 15th century. Historically linked to the belief that it could cure the bite of the tarantula spider. The frenetic dancing was thought to help the victim sweat out the poison and regain health. What? So let me read that. Let me read that. So they're saying back in the 15th century, back in Italy, when people used to get bit by spiders, poisonous spiders, right? But they said tarantulas. Aren't tarantulas non-venomous? I could be wrong there. But I thought tarantulas were non-venomous. Or is it not all of them? Someone could be into insects. Someone could be into stuff like that. Reptiles, reptilians, insects, spiders. Scary things what people would find scary, kooky. Ooh, you know, they may enjoy stuff like that. I don't know why I'm even getting that. Okay. Historically linked to the belief that it could cure the bite of the tarantula spider. The frenetic dancing was thought to help the victim sweat out the poison and regain health. In a captivating display of unity, a group dressed in white and red dances in a circle, their movements infused with passion and vitality. Right? That is giving me the last message that I just had with the red. I didn't say anything about white, but I said something about yellow, blue, and red. That is in the last message I just had. After this message, you could go ahead and go look at that one as well if you'd like. Okay? That could be tied into you as well. Okay? You could have Archangel Jophiel around you. Okay? The dance features quick footwork, twirls, leaps, and energetic arm gestures, creating a dynamic energy that encourages renewal. This powerful ritual highlights the strength of community. Have you been dancing? Have you been dancing recently? Before I got on here, bitch, it's 6 a.m., bitch. You know I was just dancing before I got on here? I was dancing before I got on here. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good today. This powerful ritual highlights the strength of community, inviting transformation and healing. There could be a whole community that is actually healing, shedding the weight of something. This is what I'm picking up on here, and urging you to embrace the rhythm of life as you shed the burdens of the past and seek new inspiration. It says, connected to Uranus in Sagittarius, the Ten of Wands emphasizes liberation from constraints through fiery movements and cultural exchanges. You know, I've been having those type of messages. You can go ahead and go look on my page. I had a message. This was a couple days ago. It said agricultural differences. Okay. I actually had to go re-inform myself to make sure that, you know, because sometimes I have to reassure myself. I know I don't know everything, and that's why God blesses me with so much information. But even then, that is why I am blessed with the technology and things in front of me. It's my duty to go look up at this too, right? So that's what I did. I had to look up agriculture. I had to look up all these things. This has to do with farms. This has to do with our development. This has to do with our food, okay? Our vegetation, all of this stuff, like, what the fuck? There's changes happening. You know what else is crazy? You know what else is crazy? I was even picking up, go look at it, okay? I wasn't just picking up on agriculture. I was picking up on people who were, honestly, immigration status quos, how these are holding and how these are folding. I was picking up on these things. I know no one wants to hear it. Cool, that's perfectly fine. I didn't want to hear it either. But this is my job. I have to tell you so you have a better influence. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Noise. Yes, I do. If someone wouldn't mind putting down my Cash App, one of my mods, if you wouldn't mind putting down my Cash App, I don't mind. Please, thank you. Okay. All right. Let me keep going. Right. I ended up giving that message. Tell me how I went to go drive my kids to school. Okay. I went to go drive my kids to school. And if you don't know my Cash App, it's in my bio. Okay. It is in my bio. All right. I went to go drive my kids to school. And as I was leaving, there are tons of schools as I am passing by. Okay. All right, well, that's not the point I wanted to tell you. I ended up going out a couple hours later. I made it home. I went out just probably like an hour or two later. This was after the reading I gave you about this, and I was sitting here second guessing myself, like, what type of message did I give? God, did I even give the right message? I'm like, God, why did you give me this message? Because, you know, I have a lot of people who watch me, and I want to make sure that I give the right message for you. I want to make sure that I can give it the best to my ability. And I feel like I did. I feel like I did. I feel like I do. And I have to give myself more credit than that. I do. I do. I do. And that's where the humbleness always shows. I don't give myself that much credit. You know, I do my job and I go. I carry on. I don't do that much. You feel me? That's it. Hi, Enchanted. Enchanted. I was just sitting here shouting you out, bitch. I saw your text message, bitch. I love you, kid. Good morning. All right, boom. Anyways, all right. Oh, I ended up going out. And tell me how there was elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools. I'm in California, okay? All of these children. This was not adults doing this. They were carrying on. They were carrying on in their cars. They were carrying on doing whatever the fuck they do. You understand? These were children out, okay? Having a more understanding. Not only that, it's because it's affecting them. These are children whose lives, whose families are being affected. What the fuck? They don't deserve to have their family being ripped away. They don't deserve to have their things just being switched out and flipped around and upside down and all of those things. That is unfair. That is fucked up. That goes to anyone besides the influence. Would you like it? Would you respect it? Would you respect it if that happened to you? Say I flipped your whole life upside down today. Fuck your job, fuck your life, fuck your home, fuck your car, fuck your mammy, fuck your pappy. Fuck your sisters, fuck your brothers, fuck your dog, nigga, fuck you. This is what they're basically telling them. That is sick. That's sick. And yes, I get offended about that. That shit hurts. That's offensive. That's offensive to people. That's offensive to people in general. I'm a very humane person. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to shed tears, but it's just people in general. It's people in general. People matter. People matter. And if you don't see that, wait till it becomes your turn. Wait till it becomes your turn. Because every low life, just like every great dog, every low life dog has its motherfucking day. And you will see. Life has a funny way of showing people how cold how cold life people can be. I promise you. It has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with any of that. This is people in general. This is people we're talking about. Understand it. That is fucked up. No. That is messed up. This is not what we were built off of. This is not what your family built you off of. Your family built you off of unity. Your family, your friends. All of that, what you were built up to learn was unity. Never division. It was never division. It was never to dissect. It was never to attack. It was never on none of these things. We could sit down and have a conversation, and if it's just that, if you can't sit here and listen, then it's just fucking that. We don't need to always sit here and put up our rounds. I'm tired of doing that. There are too many angry people in this world. And you see that just right in my comments. You see that. We need to care for one another, love. We need to care for one another. We need to. You don't understand how much, and I see how much weight you even sit here and you even have on your shoulders at times. Please know that. Please know that weight that you're carrying it not just for you. You're carrying it for a collective of people. You're not just carrying it for you. You're helping all of us. You're helping me. You're helping everyone else who's in here. All 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Because there's more out there. There's more out there. You're not the only person who is going through these defeats. These senses of defeats. Please know that. Please know that. This is your time to really sit here and even in your own life to take advantage. To really stand up for what you believe. Please know that. Be empowered on what you believe. If children can sit here, children could sit here and want to make a fucking difference, as they should. Where did we lose our esteem? Where did us as adults lose our esteem? Where did we lose our empowerment, even for ourselves? Where did we lose that at? No one ever wants to have these conversations. I'm just being honest. I'll go ahead and get a message from my collective. Can I go ahead and get a message from my collective? Everybody matters, you. Everybody matters. Even the fucked up individuals. They matter too, because they weren't just born fucked up. Do you understand? They weren't just born fucked up. They became that evil individual because of things too. Life showed them at a point in time how cold it could be. I was that person. I was that person. I was that person. I used to be so foul. I had such an amusement. I had such an amusement finding such a torment. I was being a menace in other people's life. I was. At a point in time, I was being such a menace in other people's lives. I was. And it's because I didn't sit here and I wasn't looking at myself. I wasn't looking at myself. I wasn't looking at what I do and what I don't do. I was just sitting here blaming. That's all I was doing. That's all I was doing. I was just sitting here blaming. And that's what the whole world is doing. The whole world is blaming. And I'm not sitting here saying you don't have someone to blame. I'm not saying, a lot of you have someone to put a finger on. And I understand that. Trust me, I understand. But where do we go from there? Where do we go from there? When there's nothing but ashes left, where do we go from there? Are you still going to want to fight? Are you still going to want war? Where do we go from there? You know what I'm saying? I'm crying. The world is making me cry. This isn't even my tears. The world is making me cry. The world is making me cry. Can I go ahead and get a message? Please, and thank you, my mods. Thank you so much, Stacy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody who's just sitting here listening. You know, I'm just sitting here talking with you. I'm not talking at you. I'm talking with you. You know, I'm just sitting here wanting to sit here and talk with you. You know, I can get where not everyone understands where I'm coming from, but this is why I'm sitting here and that's why we have people around us. That's why we have people around us. You're not a person on an island. You're not. Okay? You're not on your own island with the basketball or the coconut or the napkin and the chip and the penny. You're not none of those things. You're not in Bikini Bottom. You're not in none of those things. Okay? You're right here. And I need you to start seeing that. You're right here. It's time to be more present. You're right here. You're right here. Thank you, Regina. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, I know the people who are sitting here and getting the message that is needing to be said. It's not just the message. It's the energy. I know I'm supposed to be putting energy on this, and this will flow where it needs to go. I know my energy is that much of an emphasis. I know what it brings. I know what it throws. I know what happens. It's like a puddle hitting water. It makes an emphasis. I know this. I know this. So I will keep going. I don't care what other people say. I know what I do. I know what God lays on my heart. And I know what God lays on yours as well. That is why he brings all of the people he's supposed to at the table. Do you understand? Please know that. Can I go ahead and get a message? Woo! The Tower. Whoa. There's a couple. The Ten of Wands. The Devil. The Tower. The Eight of Wands. The Six of Swords. The Hierophant is right there. That is God. You could be going through a lot of spiritual warfare. When I'm getting that Devil and the Hierophant right here, that's giving me spiritual warfare. So there's like battles of the mind. You're staying committed. They want me to stay here. Oh. Okay. All right. There is something that is like returning to someone. Whether this was like negative shit, negative stuff. There is something that is returning back to someone. Noise. I saw your message as well. I'm sitting here and I'm seeing all your guys' messages. Look, and you know what? Bless you. Bless you. And it all starts with even speaking up about what goes on. You need to understand that, you know. Really address these things. Even just taking a step back outside of yourself. Because I had to do that sometimes too. Okay, I had to do that sometimes too. And to anyone who is sitting here and donating to me, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please give me un momento. Un momento. Please hold on. Please hold on. Okay. The devil, I feel like, and people don't understand, people don't get it. It's the weight of the world. It's this is Las Vegas. This is Las Vegas. Someone could live in Las Vegas. Someone could have ventured there recently. You know when you go to Las Vegas, there's flashing lights. There's all of these things going on. You understand? All of these ads, all of these pictures, all of these ooh, ahs. That's anywhere you go. That's anywhere you go. Everything is an influence. Everything is an influence. And I know I'm not expecting you to understand everything, right? I'm not sitting here saying you can't have wants either. Have them. This is why we are on the earthly plane. Do what you like. Do what you like, but don't do too much. You understand? That's what that devil is giving me. Do what you like, but don't do too much. And don't sit in there and get in those devilish energy as well. That arrogant, that animosity, that madness, that anger. Like I said, do what you want, but don't do too much. This is what I'm picking up on here as well. We're only 22 minutes in. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm doing so the fuck good. You know what, God? Thank you so much. I've been sitting here telling God for like the past like month. You know, I really want to get better on my time when it comes to being on here. And it takes time, doesn't it? We're only 22 minutes in. I know I end up still being on here for almost an hour sometimes, but it's because I have a lot to say. You will hear me cry. You're going to hear me. You will hear me, my love. You will hear me. Trust me. Whatever is laid on my heart, I tell you. And you're like an open journal for me. I don't know how else to think. I don't know how else to be. You know? This is how I got to my... This is how I got to me. This is how I got to me. I started off with this. 9 years ago. I started off with going on live. Because no one wanted to hear me. No one wanted to hear me. Nobody. Not even the people who were being paid for it. They weren't even willing to hear me. And it was because it wasn't for anyone to hear. And if it was, they labeled me as crazy. I'm still labeled as crazy to everybody, bitch. You think I give a fuck? You think I give a damn? Not a damn bull. Oh, shit. What do you need? My bad. I don't give not a care. Because I know what God blesses me with. I see. I have eyes to see. I have ears to hear. I read the word. I hear God's voice. And many others. I am a very connected individual. And it took me almost losing my life a couple times to see that. A couple times. And this is not none of that. I literally, twice. I've almost died twice. The first time, I fell out of a tree. Boom. Slammed and hit my shit. Okay? I actually broke both of my arms. I had to relearn how to write. Okay? A year and some change ago. A year and like 3 months ago now. I was in a car accident. I broke both of my legs. What the fuck? All I have is this. My organs. Everything. Whenever I was in the hospital, I sat there and I looked up at God and I was like, God, are you trying to tell me something? Like, are you trying to tell me something? Yes, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Now, I'm just going to be honest. Like, you're doing it wrong. Boom, the tower. Right? The tower. We end up going through crazy things, crazy moments. Dangerous things, dangerous moments. Oh my God. This is like bringing back that hotel shooting that happened in Las Vegas, in that hotel. When someone was in that hotel and they started to shoot out on a bunch of random people. This is why we have all of these crazy things that go on in the world, G. Like, I'm not even playing with you. I don't know why that just took me back there. That took me back to, when did that happen? That happened a few years ago. And then I still find conspiracy behind that. I still find a substitution behind that because there's still no connotation behind that. Did anyone ever sum that up? Was there ever a sum up behind that? It was just, oh, this nigga was shot dead and, well, yo, I think I'm not trying to, I think this is too deep of a message for me to even tell you. I gotta be real. I gotta be real. I've sat here and been told that, let's keep going. I'm not gonna sit here and keep continuing. That is very scary. That is very scary. It's like history repeating itself. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? You know, as I've gotten older, I've seen history repeat itself. I've seen damages that were done. What is that movie called? Armageddon? Is that movie, Armageddon? I believe it's a different movie as well, where she pieces up. It's either a him or her. I'm telling you, she pieces up. She saw what happened in this year. I think that's Final Destination. Is that Final Destination? They see what happened on a certain year and they go back, or, you know, they saw, well, of course they can't stop what's supposed to happen, but they could change themselves. Dude, whoa, that is a very, very deep message. What the fuck? That is scary. That is a very deep message. I'm getting a very, very, very deep message right now. Does anyone know what movie that was? Where it was that Armageddon? Or, not Armageddon. It's the dude from Ghost Rider. It's the dude from Ghost Rider, where they take all of the children and they put them into a new planet. But he was connecting all of these dots, and he was connecting all of these shapes and these forms and these numbers, and he's, what the fuck? Please, don't let me be this person, please. Please don't tell me I'm this person, please. Nicolas Cage, yes. Nicolas Cage, yes, yo, yes. What movie is that? What movie is that? That movie is significant. Oh my God, you need to go see that movie. Please. No, it's not called Next. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, I can't remember, but it has Nicolas Cage in it. And it's based, the time the earth stood still. The time the earth stood still. I think that is what that movie is called. The time that the earth stood still. This is kind of creeping me out right now. I'm kind of scared. I'm not going to lie, because I'm real, like, this is like esoteric. This is not even tarot anymore. The knowing. Oh my God. Thank you. Yes. That is what that's called. Whoa. Whoa. That is what that's called. It's called the knowing. It's called the knowing. Christian. Thank you so much. Why did I think of the time the earth stood still? That's another movie though. That's it. I guess I'm gonna have to go off and go watch these movies today. But this is just crazy. Nicolas Cage is a Capricorn. Okay. You know, that's the devil. That is Capricorn. I'm still trying to sum things up myself, y'all. I can't sit here with y'all all day to sum things up. I'm gonna have to like sit here and sum it up and come back with something for you, I gotta be on here. I gotta be honest. My pillar fell. And, you know, that's the thing. That's something that I've heard recently. You know, that is what God describes us as. We are a pillar of his truth. We stand tall of his truth, his clarity, okay, his courage, his establishment, what we are built of. And that got knocked straight on the floor. Even it by book, by education. You know, when I say by education, like, I don't know how else to put this. Please, always try to find your own sense of discovery and knowing. That is the best way. And this is what this deck is called. This is a self-discovery deck. This is a self-discovery deck. Okay? Please, always try to find your own truth. Always try to find your own truth, please. Because everything won't always make sense. It won't. Look, noise. I know that's right, bitch. I know that's right. Hey, Miss Guarantee. How are you? How are you? That 8 of Wands, there's like a quick tower moment that is happening. This could even be around a group of people because of some type of devilish tendencies, toxicity. I'm telling you, there's like a quick change interval that is going on. I'm just going to read it like that. I know what's going on, but I can't sit here and read it to you the way that I want to, because you're going to think that I'm very religious, or you're going to think that I don't care what your thoughts are, honestly. I don't care what your thoughts are. I just come to bring as much as I can to your understanding, okay? I just don't care what your thoughts are. All right? And I don't mean it in that way. Please excuse me. But I just don't care what your thoughts are. The Six of Swords. I can't really give you much more of a message. This is all I have for you right now. This is all I have. Can't really give you much of a message. You're just going to have time tell you. Time is going to tell you whether this is today, tomorrow. Doing your own research would even help you, okay? Go ahead, eat some good food, bitch. What are you doing? What are you doing? Thank you. Thank you for the stickers. I'm doing so good, Miss Guarantee. I hope you're doing so good. I love you, you guys. You guys are about to be seeing a new sense of something like this. Whoa, this is giving me an Einstein moment. This Ace of Wands is really giving me an Einstein whoa moment. Really. Okay, I love you. All right, I'll go ahead and come back when this energy dies down a little bit more. I love you, I love you, I love you. If you would like a reading, I will. If you would like a reading, feel free to hit me up in my email. Thank you for all the donations and everything as well. Stickers and all. I'll see you guys later.